So good afternoon once again, everybody. I still welcome you to like the practical aspect of command line interface, and I believe you all can see what I have on the screen. Yeah, please, if you're not talking, please, I would like you to just mute your mic so that there won't be noise in the background. Thank you very much. Okay, now moving further, she already explained like some very basic things. Now I want you to take a look at. Okay, good. I want you to take a look at what you can see on the screen. I'm sure you can see a dollar sign here. I'm going to split my screen to two, like I advised here. I think I said it. Yes, I said it. I said it. You should come with your laptop. So I want to assume you have your laptop in front of you. So I'm going to split my terminal. I'll split my terminal into two. Now look at what I'm doing. Split terminal horizontally or vertically. I want to do it vertically, right? So I'm splitting my terminal vertically. So I'm sure you can see a terminal here. You can see another terminal here. It's not compulsory, but just the reason is because I want to show you something. You can see here there's a dollar sign. You can see here there's a dollar sign. Good. That means it's like an ordinary user. I'm sure Christiana told you something about who am I. It's a command. Who am I? Who am I? I press enter. It's going to tell you the person that is logged in, which is what? Kali. Kali, right? Now, I told you something. For me, when I want to use this stuff, when I want to work on this stuff, I like getting in as a root user, that's a root user or admin, anyone you want to call it, either root user or admin. So I will just press sudo su, sudo su. So sudo, then su. Press enter. It's going to prompt you for a password. If you've not changed your password, default password is Kali. Have you seen? Now you can see this is a dollar sign. This is a what? This hash sign. The hash sign is trying to tell you that this guy is a root user. This dollar sign is trying to tell you that this is like an ordinary user, a random user, a normal user. But this is what? Root user. There are some tasks you need to carry out. Yeah, you can carry it out using you being a normal user. You need to log in you need to go in as a root user. That's like an admin to the start. So now I'm going to close this guy, collapse subterminal. You can see I'm back with this guy. I'm back with this one, normal user. What is the command I said to root user? Is what? Sudo su. So we go back again, sudo su. Sorry about this. Come in. I need to clear the screen. Use clear command to clear the screen. CLEAR, clear. It clears everything on the screen. You are not seeing anything again on the screen. You get? So let's go back there. We go back. We press what? Sudo su. Press enter. Kali. Press good. Now like this, we are a what? We are a root user. Now, something is very vital for you to know. Very, very vital. I'm sure she already explained it to you what CLI does. The difference between CLI and GUI. GUI, you are seeing picture up and down. CLI, you're not seeing picture. CLI is just you are writing the command. It's called what? Command line interface. GUI is called what? Graphical user interface. Graphical user interface. This one is about telling you what to do. Right? You can see picture of a bin, recycle bin. That's if you are using your Windows PC. Picture of a recycle bin. The computer is the one telling you that, bro, this is a trash can. You can delete your stuff here. But CLI, you are the one telling the computer what to do. There is no help. You can see the screen. It's just blank, right? CLI, clear. You can see the screen. It's just blank. There's nothing there. But basically, you're the one telling the computer what to do. You get? Let's try one command that someone was talking about. Echo. Let's echo hello Bonnie. Let's just press echo hello Bonnie. And you see, that brought it out back. Echo means repeat after me. Hello, echo, Bonnie. That's echo, hello, Bonnie. See, that brought it out back. That's repeated the stuff for me. You get? Now, let's say I want to put that thing in a document. First of all, we need to know where we are. What's the command use to know where I've said it? Somebody should just interrupt and answer me. What's the command to know where we are, to know the current directory that we are in?
Who am I?
PWD.
It's not who am I.
PWD.
PWD, print working directory.
PWD.
Yeah. Who am I is for, yeah, you want to know who is logged into the system. You see, root user. Who am I is to know who is logged in. From the way it sounds, you already know. Like, who am I? They're asking this thing, like who's logged in the system currently. Okay. So now we want to know where we are. So we use PWD. You can see it has already told us that we're in home, we're in Cali. What is inside Cali? ls-l. She already told you about that. I was there. She told you about that. We're going to list out everything. You can see this is my own PC. It might be different from your own PC. So, I mean, laptop or what have you. It might be different. Do you get? Under Kali, this is what I have. If you notice, this is document, this is download, this is desktop, this is these are the different things. All these things that you are seeing here, they are the things you are going to see in your Windows. Let me take you there. Let me take you to my Windows screen. Now, that's my Windows screen. I go to my File Explorer. Upon going to File Explorer, you are going to see whatever it is you see there. Okay, now this is my File Explorer. Now, just check out this alone. Just check out this desktop, documents, downloads, music, pictures, right? Now, all these guys are what you are seeing in this place also, what you are seeing here. But this one has a lot of additional guys, apart from the document, download. Now, as a matter of fact, the way you have command for your Linux, that's the same way you have command for your Windows. Let me quickly take you to command of the commands are actually different. Before we go to the command of the Windows, let's do something here. Let's check our IP address. All these things, somebody was asking a question, is it compulsory you cram it? No, it's not compulsory you cram it. At the beginning, you can always check your cheat sheet. Check your sheet. Cheat sheet means a sheet that is like a cheat code. It has everything there. You can always check it to know what is what. You can always check the internet to know what is what. But as time goes on, as you are using all these things, you don't need to check any book. Like as I am, sorry, let me use me as example. But you don't need to check any book. You already know it like in your head. Now, you press if config. Say you want to check your IP address if config. Now, that's for Linux, right? It's going to bring out details of your system, of your network address and the likes of that. You can see when it's 168.105.130. See the mask, then what have you? See the MAC address and the likes of that. Can you see? Now, going back to Windows, Windows also has its own command line. Windows has its own command line interface, right? It's different from Linux own. The one we're going to be teaching you is just for Linux, but just know that Windows also has its own, and there are some differences. Do you understand? There are some differences. I'm going to take you through. Let's go to command. I'll take you through some basic commands for Windows. But mind you, our bone of contention is not what? It's not Windows. It's going to load up now. Give it time. Now, look at what we have on the screen. User/HP, right? So now, the way I press ifconfig Linux for Windows, what we have is IP config. You press IP config. Oh, sorry. IP config. It brings your information out for you. This is all the information. If you are looking for your IP address, you need to locate what you are using to browse. I'm sure you know that what I'm using to browse is like, what am I using to browse? It's the Wi-Fi, right? You go to this Wi-Fi aspect. This is the wireless LAN adapter Wi-Fi 2. That's what I'm using to browse. You check it. IPv4 address. That's my IP address. This is the gateway. This is the IP address 172.20.10.4. This is the IP address. Right? Mind you, like I said, it's for Windows. Same thing. If I want to check, if I want to ping, let's ping. Ping means send a packet to Google. Let's say I want to ping google.com. send a packet. Remember when we're doing networking now, talking about packet. Now the same way we are using ping, use ping in what? In normal this thing. I press enter. Can you see? I'm getting reply from Google. I'm getting reply from Google. So it sent it sent 1, 2, 3, 4. It sent 4 packets. It received 4. That's go reply. Go reply. Somebody's mic is unmuted. Okay, I've helped him out. Please let's mute our mic. If only one want to ask a question or there's a problem somewhere, then we can always interrupt. Yes, I'm the one giving the right to interrupt. But if none is the case, you should not interrupt. So now I pinged this google.com that's sending packets to Google. You can see it. Now let's do the same thing for Linux. You can also ping Linux. You can also ping in Linux. I mean Linux environment. That's Kali Linux here. So let's do the same thing. Google.com. Press enter. Can you see the same thing? The same thing. Same way this one is going to be pinging internally until you press Ctrl C. Ctrl C, Ctrl Z is to stop a process. Ctrl C, Ctrl Z is to stop a process. You want to quit a process, press Ctrl C or Ctrl. I'm going to press Ctrl C now. I press Ctrl C, that already stop the process. Same way you can ping the URL, you can ping the IP address also. Let's ping the IP address. Let's ping 142.178.174. Press enter. And you see, it's doing the same thing, right? You press Ctrl C, you clear the process, we clear the screen, CLEAR, you press enter, the screen is clear. Now, if you want to check the you want to check all the processes that are running. If you want to check all the processes that are running on your command, who can tell me normally just using GUI, graphical user interface, you want to check processes that are running on a computer, that's normal computer. How are you going to do it? Can someone help me out? Anybody?
You go to the task manager and check.
Yes, you go to your task manager and check. So now let's go to our task manager and see what's running currently on my PC. So I come here, I press my task manager, then I press this task manager. Now it's going to show, it shows I can maximize the screen. When I maximize the screen, you can see everything I run. If you want to kill a process from here, you can kill a process from here. Can you see? These are the things running. Window Explorer, this is my command, this is my VMware, my Telegram, Task Manager, this is my Bittrex, this is a accompanying application. You see? So if I want to kill any process from here, I can kill any process from here. If I want to set priority, some of you normally use some apps and the apps will be hanging. If you want to set priorities, yeah, let's put on this one. If you want to set priorities for this thing, for a particular app, good and fine. You can always do that. That's how you do it. You go to details. When you go to details, then you can now be able to what? To do that. Processes, performance, details, right click, set priority. Yeah. You go to what? Real time. This one is just to, if you want to set priority, but that's not what we are doing here. I'm just telling you that in case of knowledge sake. Okay, so now let's say you want to use command line to do what? You want to use command line to do that same stuff. What are you going to press? You press task list. This is for Windows. Task list. Press enter. It's going to show you the list of all the commands that are running. Forget about, let's Control C the shapes. Now these are the commands that are running. There are a lot of services that are running in the background. So just so that you know that something like this exists, so you can use it to see things that are running. Same way, if you want to track like a virus, if there's a virus program that is running in your system, if you see out of all these services, you see one strange file that you can't remember when you installed it, you can't remember what it is doing on your PC, you can actually locate it from there and kill it. Do you get? If you want to kill a particular program, say you want to kill a particular program, you can use this task list that is for starting a program, you can use task kill to kill a particular program. Just press task kill, you can press /F, then the program name. Yeah, so now one very important one, can clear the screen. Okay, look at, you see that I use clear now. Clear that I normally use for Kali and it will work. I use clear for this guy. It did not work. It did not work. So it's not all these things that you can use for Kali that you can use for Windows also. If you press exit, it's going to switch off this screen now, this black screen that you are seeing at the moment. It's going to switch it off. Yeah. So one very important one is what is DIR. And I'm going to ask somebody a question. You can see DIR is showing me everything that is in that directory. DIR is showing me everything that is in that directory. Can someone tell me a similar command? But I'm going to use it on what? I'm going to use it on Kali. A similar command that will show me everything. Yes, or you can say ls-la.
ls-la.
Or al. So you can see similar. It's showing us something similar, right? Good. If I want to change, let's say I want to go to, you see this desktop folder now. I'm sure Christiana already told you. Mind you, please be knowing the environment I am in. Currently, I'm in Linux now. I'll press CD. Then I'll press what? Desktop. Sorry. Desktop. If I press CD desktop, I already entered desktop, right? Same thing applies to Windows. If I go to Windows and I press CD, let me look at one of all displays. You can see desktop here. Let's say I go to desktop, CD. Please, it's case sensitive. Anyway there's capital letter, you must put a capital letter there. CD desktop. I press enter. I'm already in desktop. What do I do to list out everything that is there? DIR. I press my DIR. You can see it's already listing out everything that is in my desktop for me. Do you get? Now, most of the time, where this thing comes in handy, take for example, you want to log into someone's computer, let me say using SSH. We'll talk about that one later. But you want to log into someone's computer now.
Sorry, sir. Hello. Sir, I see your screen has hung since for almost 1 minute now. It has still on this tax manager. Sorry.
Yes, we are
Is
not
it the same
seeing
thing
your
for
screen.
I'm seeing it though. Why? Are you sure?
Kenshin, what can you see?
I'm
Standing
seeing
at a
it.
place. I'm seeing the
Please,
screen, but it's
let
standing at a place.
Let it be one person. Let one person talking at a time, please.
Okay. Yeah, so sorry, I had the same issue. So what you do is you have to log out and log in back. I had the same issue before, so you have to log out from the meeting and log in back. It will now adjust to the current place where it is now.
Everyone, I'm not comfortable with the ordinarily if I'm going to start the class, I mute everybody at the very beginning because everybody's talking at the same time. I'm not really always too cool with it. Okay, so you've already started the class, but we'll just leave it like that. Anyways, in situations like this, please, I would always call on somebody, then the person will talk, not like everybody at the same time, please. Okay, so who's the last person? Okay, Ekule gave a suggestion. It was like you come out, then you come in again. Do you get? Come out and you come in again. Most of the time, when people think of network problem, I know when the network problem is from my side. It's going to signal me that I'm having network problem. And if that's the case, I'm going to Kenshin, please mute your mic. If that's the case, I'm going to fix it up. Or when it signals me that I'm having network problem, for the time being, I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to say anything. I will fix it up, then I'll continue. So if you notice that there's a network problem from your side, it's very wrong to assume that it's from my side. Do you get? Because that's even one of the mistakes you guys made when you were filling that form, that feedback form. So you were saying it was always having network problem. I don't understand how you're going to just make such an assumption when you can always you step out of the class, then you step in back. It's just like all these network tweaks. Before I proceed, let me quickly give you one. No, it's not like a secret, anyways. If you are working in an organization and you are working as a network engineer, or you're not working as, you will know it with time, but still, it's not bad if you know it now. Sometimes, when you have issues, technical issues, if you've thought of so many things and you've tried some things not working, see, one simple thing that can help you is to go back and come in. That's when I mean go back. I mean shut down and on it again. There's this guy that was in court too with us. He's currently working with a company now. I should have called him so that he's going to testify to what I'm saying. Take, for example, now your access point is not working. For no reason, it's not just working. You don't know why. People are not browsing or what have you. I mean, employees are not, they can't browse the internet. And you're the network engineer in the company. And you don't know. You've tested it from your end, from the main server, it's working well. What do you do? Off it and on it again. They will look at you like, this guy is like, he has superpowers. That's the way they look at all these tech guys. They have superpowers. They can do and undo. Meanwhile, you know what you did. You just off and you on it again. But they are seeing as one bad guy like that. So same trick you can use for this Telegram. Just get out. Then you're coming back. It's not going to cost you anything. Yeah. So that's that about that. So where am I? So I'm talking about Windows now. Windows, we use dir for Windows. But for Kali, we use ls. You can use ls, you can use ls-le. You can use ls-l. You can use that ls must be there. But it's always good to use ls-l. So it's good to show you everything. Everything. Now, the reason why we are learning this is because, take for example, you want to penetrate into a system. Nobody is using GUI to penetrate into any system. No. It is what? It is CLI. This is what you are going to be dealing with. CLI. You are going to be dealing with this. So even if you want to install a malware, you want to detect a malware, you want to delete a file, you want to view a file, the CLI you are going to use. You can't use GUI for anything. GUI for the ladies, yeah. CLI for the boss or bosses. Now, we said in Kali, we want to clear our screen. We use clear, 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 right? Clears our screen. So if you want to do the same thing for this guy here, remember that time I used CLEAR, it's telling me, I can't recognize this command. What do you use? CLS, clears the screen. You see, we're back to basic. You get the same way we have who am I in the other place, you can use who am I here. Who am I? You see, it's going to show us who we are currently logged down on the system. Now, if you want to shut down this thing or want to, can use shutdown command. But me now, I want to exit this thing. I just use exit command. You just watch the screen. Exit, EXIT. I press enter, it goes away. Can you see? That's gone away. So now we are back to our Linux. Annoying guy. No, it's not annoying. And we are logged in as root currently. Right? So now let's quickly go through like some very simple commands that she must have already explained to you before. We already know the very simple ones, yeah. The ls, the pwd, the wmi, and what have you, right? So now let's talk about how do we make let's first see what's in our listing. Let's see what's there. Our desktop folder. You can see audio, this. You can see everything on the screen. Now let's go and look at the GUI itself and see what we have there. GUI. Can you see what we have? Can you see what we have? I'm going to delete. Don't worry, I will not delete anything manually. Okay, let me delete something manually. This bin.jpg. Let's check our CLI if it tells us that bin.jpg. Can you see bin? Bin.jpg is there. Can you see it? So now let's go to GUI and press the same thing under bin.jpg. I come here. I'm going to delete it manually. I've deleted it now. Can you see it's no longer there? It's no longer on my screen. Everybody understands that one. Let's go to CLI again. And definitely this guy has been on the screen before, so you don't expect it to disappear all of a sudden. You have to press it again. Let's press our ls-la. I'm sure you can see that it's no longer there. Bin.jpg is no longer there. Right? Now, if we want to create a folder, everyone, you know how to create a folder now using GUI. So let's go to GUI. Let's create a folder. Create folder. Can you see? Create folder is normal using GUI. Let's name the folder cohort 3, right? I press enter. I've created the folder. Can you see the folder here? Let me take it to this place so that we can all see it. Can we all see the folder here? Cohort 3, right? This is a folder cohort 3. Now let's say truly, did we really create the folder? Let's go to our CLI back. This is our CLI. Clear your screen. Now let's check. Can you see cohort 3? cohort 3. This is the folder that we have created. Now let's assume we want to create another folder, but we're going to use folder now. We can call folders directory. Folders, we can call it directory. So now let's create another folder here. What are we going to? What's the command for it? Make directory. mkdir, make directory. mkdir. mkdir. So we're going to call it, let's call it cohort 4. Let's call it cohort 4. Have you seen? I've made a directory cohort 4. Let's see if truly the thing had effects. Can you see it here? Cohort 4. Can someone tell me why this padlock is showing? Anybody? Just interrupt and talk. Just one person. If you notice that one person is already talking, please just leave for the person. Why
It's
is this
because
padlock
of
showing?
it's from the root directory as in the admin a work environment you are working. You created the folder.
Yes, correct. Now let's try something. Let's try to delete it with that's normal user, normal guy now. Delete. Okay, you deleted. I was thinking it was not going to delete. I was thinking it's not going to delete. Okay, so we go back to our this thing. Let's make it again. Make directory. Have you seen? So that's like a very easy way of making directory. Now let's enter that directory. Let's press our ls. Can you see cohort 4 is there? Let's enter that directory. We already know what to use to enter it. cd, then cohort 4. Cohort 4. Press enter. ls-la. Nothing. Have you seen? This dot and dot is telling us how to go back. cd dot. Come here. This cd dot and dot, they are telling us how to go back. cd dot. From this thing that you can read here, you can know the directory that you are in. Home Kali desktop. Have you seen home Kali desktop? But we don't want to. We want to enter cohort 4. That's cohort 4 directory. What do we press? cd cohort 4. Sorry, I didn't press it. Cohort 4. Enter. Have you seen? I've entered cohort 4. So now let's say I want to create a new text file. What do I use? I use touch. 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 Like I said, no need to cram it. With time, you're going to know it. No need to cram anything. Touch. What's the name of the file I want to create? Let's call the file bunny.txt. You know, txt is for text files now. Bunny.txt. So we put boni.txt. Press enter. Let's say you want to write something inside that bunny.txt. What do? You use echo. Somebody was asking a question about echo. You can just say you can say let me try. If I say name is equal to bunny, my name is, I don't want to enter bash scripting language here. Wait, let me try something. Bash, under bash scripting language, I can say name. Please don't be too concerned about this one. It's just me trying to try something. Bunny face. Okay. Okay, so forget about this thing I tried, please. So now, so can you see? I've created bunny.txt. With this place, I put touch inside this bunny. I've created a file, bunny.txt. Bunny.txt is a text file, empty text file. Now let's say I want to put something inside. How to put something inside? See what I'm going to do. I can press echo. I can use echo command. Echo. I'll put the word there. I'll say hello everybody. Hello everyone. Do you know that my name is Boniface? Right. Then I'm done. What do? I put it inside. You can see this forward arrow. I put it inside my word, inside that file that I created. Bunny.txt. Can you see? I echoed means repeat after me, repeat this thing. But what repeat inside this file? This process, now if I press enter, this process now is similar to what? To creating a file in Microsoft Word. Yeah, you create a file with Microsoft Word. Now, if you want to check out what's inside, what do you use? You use cats, like normal cats now, or full name or catenation. But in Linux, we call it cat. C-A-T, cat, bunny.txt. Can you see? Hello everyone, do you know my name is Bonnie, right? Now let's assume we are doubting everything that we've done. Let's go to our GUI and see if truly this is Bonnie, right? Open it. Can you see? Bonnie.txt. I hope you are following. Bonnie.txt. I open it. Can you see? Hello everyone, do you know my name is Bonnie, right? Or Boniface, right? Can you see it? Good. So, I'm saying can you myself. Okay. Someone interrupt me and tell me if you can see it.
Can see it.
Okay.
But a question,
Am I
sir.
making any sense? Wait, I'm coming, please.
Yes, sir.
Question. Am I making any sense?
Yes, you are making a lot of sense.
Okay, the person I want to ask a question, please. What's your question?
So this echo, this last stuff you just did, can it also be used to create a bash file?
Yes, you can use it. That thing I wanted to do the other time was to create a using Bash. I wanted to create a script, but the thing is that I can't do it on just my normal CLI. I mean, I need to use an editor. I need to use an editor. What I mean by an editor, in normal Windows editors that we have Microsoft Word, we have Notepad, and I need to use an editor. Yeah, now the editors that we have Vim, we have, what's the name of this one? Let me check this. I'm coming. So I'm coming.
Nano.
Yes, Nano. So we have Vim, we have Nano, and what have you. So you can use an editor. You can use to create like your bash scripts. In it, you can use echo. That's what I wanted to do before. Take for example, if I say name is equal to Bonnie. I didn't really know the name. Know your name. I would have used your name as an example. Name is equal to Bonnie. I can tell it to echo. I will now say echo. My name is. I will just put $name. What it's going to do is that anything I put as name is going to repeat it after me. If you've learned all this Python, you know that that's the way it flows, like programming language. So you can actually use it for it, yes. I'm going to close this. Please, I've answered your question.
Thank you, sir.
Are you there? Okay. What's the question? I need to proceed anyways. But what's your question?
My question is, if you don't want to clear the whole screen, you want to clear a particular this thing, what will you do apart from that clear
I don't know. I don't know how to clear a particular distance. I know how to clear the whole screen.
What I mean is, you want to clear one terminal, like not the whole terminal. What will you do? Which this thing will you type?
What you mean by terminal is like one line, Abi one command, Abi.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying now. I don't know how to clear one now. Maybe you can check it on the internet. I don't know how to. When I want to clear, I clear everything. Do you get?
Okay.
Okay, now that's that on that. So, moving forward, I want to explain something. This one you need to pay attention. Okay, no, be that now. Please mute yourself. You need to pay. Okay, before we move to that one, that you pay attention. We've talked about creating a file, right? Let's talk about deleting the file. What do you use? You use RM. RM like something like remove. You get? But me, I don't like using RM. I like using RM-R. This is what I mean. Look at the screen. Yeah, sorry you. RM-R, recursive remover. It's going to remove everything. It does not want to know who you are. Like now, when you use RM, there are some things you use RM for. It's not going to answer you. I don't want to go into details to be explaining nitty-gritty of all these commands. Just know that with time, you'll be using the RM yourself. You'll discover that RM is not deleting some things for me. Do you get? But by the time you use rm-r, it's going to delete everything. That's what have you, folder, whatever. It's going to delete it for you. Now let's go there. Where are we? We are in cohort 4, right? What is inside cohort 4? Bonnie.txt. I want to remove bonnie.txt. I put bonnie.txt, right? I press my ls. What is there? Nothing is showing for me. Have you seen? RM has already deleted. Instead of you in GUI, you'll be clicking, clicking the mouse, clacker. You see, you not delete, but this one just press it, deletes it for you. You can see that if you press ls, press your ls from now to tomorrow, nothing is showing there, right? Now, that's RM for you. Now let's go back. CD dots, right? Let's under desktop. Let's say we want to remove that folder. I want to delete that folder, squad folder we created. RM cohorts 4. Press enter. What is it? Cannot remove cohort 4. What's trying to tell you that RM cannot remove a directory. Have you seen? RM cannot remove a directory. So what do we do? We just press RM-R. Go to the never born into it. Okay, wait. Boom. Have you seen? That's taking it away. Let's press our ls. You can't see it again. Core 3 which is there. Have you seen core 3 is there? Core 4 is not there. Let's remove core 3. RM-R cohorts. There's no such. The reason why I'm saying there's no such is because I'm coming. Let me take this guy and copy it. If you want to copy, don't use Ctrl C. Ctrl C is for closing the process. You use Ctrl Shift C. Ctrl Shift C. If you want to paste, what is the same thing you use? Ctrl Shift V. Ctrl Shift V. I press enter. Now, like this now, so I'll remove it. Press your ls. It's not there for you. Have you seen? RM has already taken it away. RM has taken it away. Now.
Sir, if you don't mind, can I ask something? Sorry.
Oh yeah, hold on.
You know, for Windows, if you actually delete a file, you can go to recycle bin and get it back. For this one now, you're removing the file or the directory. Is there a recycle bin where you can also get it back?
It deletes it permanently. Let me check. I think it deletes it permanently. Let me check what we have here. You see, it deletes it permanently. Do you get?
Hello, sir. Please, can I?
Wait, the person that asked that question, do you understand what I've said?
Yes, sir. That's nice. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Who's asking again?
It's me, sir. I actually wanted to contribute to that guy's question, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, in order for if you delete file and you see it on Windows, see it at the recycle bin, it's because you have not totally deleted. So if you actually want to delete a file permanently on Windows, you highlight the file and then press Shift Delete. By doing that, it will not be in any location or any directory in your Windows again. It will permanently delete without getting it back.
Okay, makes sense. Are you clear? Are you clear? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Like I want the guy that asked that question. I was trying to confirm if he's clear, if he has a clear understanding.
Sir, I have a clear understanding.
Okay.
Please, I have a question.
I want to. Hey,
hello, sir.
Yeah.
Please, I have a question. My question is, assuming I did something in Kali and I want to transfer it to Windows. How do I do that? I have a file
normal
in
Control C and Control V. I understand your question. Normal Control C and Control V would help you do that. Let's take a file, for example. Let me go. This is my Windows, right? Let's use attack message. I think we used this yesterday. Control C. Can see this attack message. I've already Control C it. Let me come again and copy so you can see it. Copy. Can you see? I've copied it, right? Please be responding. Can you see it? Hello, is she there? Are you there?
see.
The person asked the question.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, so now I'm my Kali now. I can now press my Control V. I come here, paste. Paste. Have you seen? Very simple. I just copied and paste.
Okay.
Are you good?
I'll send that. Thank you.
So please, I have a question.
Let me. But yeah, what was the question?
Yes, to switch to root, we usually use sudo.su. What if you want to switch back to admin?
No. Not dots, please.
Sudo su, sorry. Sudo su. If you want to switch back to admin, what is the shortest? What do you use? Which command line do you use for it?
Sorry, please come again. I didn't get you.
I said, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I said to switch to root, we use sudo su to switch to root easily. However, if we want to switch to admin on Kali, which command line do we use for that?
Next question. Let's try it out.
I use Kali.
I think you can use I think exit can even help you. So most time I use exit. Let me split this terminal vertically. Control Shift. So let's use su Kali. We're already in Kali. Let's press exit. Oh, sorry. Exit. Can you see? Exit already takes you out of it. Are you clear? Are you clear?
Clear, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So collapse this. Now I want to. Somebody said something. That guy. There was one guy that contributed to one question. He said something about file deletion. I want to bust your head on something. That's why sometimes I even feel cybersecurity is not just for those that want to use it professionally. Everybody should be fully informed and involved. Do you know that when you create a file, when you delete that file or that data that you created, do you know that data is still existing? That maybe that one is not. Let's say you have a picture now. For all these people that like uploading picture up and down, any small thing you've uploaded. You are pregnant, you've uploaded. You've given birth, you've uploaded. You are married, you've uploaded. You have divorced, you're still uploading. You have divorced. Or you gain admission. Okay, that's a nice thing. Yes, you upload. You're doing matriculation, you upload. You're not doing matriculation again, you still upload like everything, you upload picture for each and everything. Now, let me clear you on something. Do you know that for everything that you create, any data that you create, creation is different from deletion. In your mind, creation is bringing something into existence. Deletion is taking it away from existence, but that is not deletion in the actual sense of it. If you press Ctrl D, it's not there. If you press Ctrl D, if you want to delete something, that's not the same thing. That thing is not vanishing. You get when you delete a file on your system, what you are deleting or what you are removing a reference to that file. I don't take, for example, now I created a file or I uploaded my picture on Facebook. That means Facebook server already has my picture. Say I delete that file. Do you get? I delete that file. If I delete that file, what I just did is that I just removed a reference to that file, not the actual data. So that file is still there. Let me even go wild. Take, for example, those people that they are nude. Nude is like, let me say, pornographic content. For those that don't know what nude is, pornographic content. It peradventures if peradventure appears on the internet, you say, hey, everybody take it down, everybody take it down, take it down. You take it down, you think truly taking it down means it is no longer existing. It is still existing, just that the pointer to that file existing, you can't actually look for a place to locate that file. Same thing applies to your system. Do you get? No, if we know much about file systems, there are different types of file systems. Okay, this is actually wilder than CLI anyways, but no knowledge is a waste. If you buy a flash drive, there are different file systems. There is NTFS, there is FAT32, there's X4. Most of the time, like now we use NTFS. NTFS means New Technology File System. Now, FAT32 is what they used previously. You will discover that there's some flash drive that are 32 gig. Normal, they are 32 gig or 64 gig. But you want to send a file of 5 gig, 10 gig. Normally, should be meant to enter. That's file of a flash drive of 32 gig is meant to enter, right? But if the file system that is set is FAT32, it will tell you that there's no space. Some of you, the next thing you start thinking is that my flash drive already has virus. Okay? It's not a virus. You just need to go to the settings and NTFS. NTFS will allow you to accommodate you sending data at chunk, like I say chunk, bulk. You get? You can read up NTFS yourself and FAT32. So now, when you delete a file, it only removes the pointer to that file in the index that's using index, something like table of contents, exactly, something like table of contents. But the data is still physically present on the disk. That's why you will discover that even previous cohorts, when they were doing their project, one of the projects I assigned a particular team to do is that they should develop a file recovery tool. That's a tool that can bring back files. File we don't go, something that has been deleted from recycle bin, from what have you, bring it back. So it's actually going to be deleted. Now, how do you eradicate? Sorry, I'm already going out of the course content, and I'm not sure this is even part of the course content. This data might not part of the course content. So let's focus on the goal. Everybody, let's focus on the goal. So let's move straight to. I said it because of what that guy said when the guy talked about Control Shift Delete. Where are we? Okay. Be this person now. This person want deaf in my ear. So let's continue from where we stopped. Let's continue. Now, after all those things that we've done, I want to explain one aspect that is very, very crucial, extremely crucial. Please. Please, it's called file permission. Just like file permission. Please give me a few minutes. Okay, now under file permission, let's create a file. I pressed ls. I can see the different files on our desktop, right? Let's press ls. Okay, can someone help me out? What do we use to, let's say we want to check everything. We want to check everything, the way everything is, full details. No hidden, show me all the hidden files, show me everything. Anybody?
ls-ll.
Okay, so let's press that. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can see the different details that we have there. Now, file permission, very, very important. What are file permission? It's what you can see at this left-hand side. Left-hand side. Please, I need your attention here. Very, 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 very important. Let me even check the number of persons that are currently listening. So some of you just come online, you not listen. You just, okay. Oh, this guy is here. Bossy, I was talking about you before. Okay.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Boniface. Good afternoon.
Hey, big man, what's up now? Bad guy, I see your money alone now.
Now you train us to make you be like that now.
Now, what is it make you be like that?
I said now you train us make you do like that now.
I don't train me to chop your money alone. They fuck up. No, Alana. Oh, yeah. So let's look at this. This guy. You can see that listed out everything. Now, our area of bone of contention is this place, this particular place here. This. I'm just saying this place. I don't know if you can see the cursor moving up and down. This left-hand side. You can see all this DRWXR, XR, then X. DRWX. Look at the third one. RWX, RW. I don't know if you can see this thing very well. Control Shift. Yeah, good. Now, what do they mean? What are file permissions when it comes to cybersecurity? File permission is basically who can read, who can write, who can execute. I come again. Who can read, who can write, who can execute. Anybody on this call, I want to ask you a question about read, write, and execute. Anybody, just unmute yourself and let's talk.
Oh, can you?
Oh yeah, no. I think Kenshin was the one that muted the first. Kenshin, what up?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when they say read, what do they mean? When they say read, write, execute, just explain it in shortly. Read, write, execute. What do they mean?
Okay. I'll just say, like, for example, to read a file, it means that you can only read it, like example PDF. You can only read the file, and to write.
Please. When they ask you what is the definition for transportation, it's not okay for you to see transportation can be defined as the.
I can't hear you. Are you muted?
So, Keshi, please help me rephrase your answer.
I can't hear you. We were not talking that time.
Sorry, network broke out. I said read, write, execute. Explain it again, but don't use read. Join words, please.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you now.
I said explain, read, write, execute. Don't use the words. What you are doing is you are begging the question.
Okay.
It's like an error, a fallacy in philosophy.
Okay, I'll say read it can view the contents of the files.
Yes, fine.
Why write means you can modify the content.
Modify. Okay, yes, correct.
Why execute means you can run the file if it's a program or a script.
Okay, yeah. Yes, correct. Thank you very much. Now, let's go back to this place. She just explained read, write, execute for us. Now, this thing, see this first one. You can see DRWXR hyphen XR hyphen X. See this first one before this hyphen is for what? Owner. Like owner means owner of the file, the user that owns the file. See the second one is for what? Group. That's the group of users that are associated with this file. You see this? Okay, see this first letter that is written here. D means directory. D means directory. So if this is not written, just know that that file is not a directory. Do you understand? Let's take volatility, for example. Volatility. Can you see? D. Volatility. Please give me a few minutes. There was one assignment I wrote before we started. That's when I compiled that assignment. I also I'm not going to forget. Assignment, yep. CLI, good. Okay, good. I already prepared your assignment for CLI since it's already here. So let's leave this one. It's interesting. So volatility. You can see this D tells you that this is a directory. So you can easily spot directory. Now this first thing is for what? Owner. Second, this is the second one under, please just follow the cursor. The second one is for what? Group. That group of persons that are shifted. Now you see this third one is for others. All other users on the system. If you don't really know how to cram it, you can use OGO to cram it. OGO to cram it. OGO, like Ogo in Yoruba. OGO. Please, I'll use that one to cram it myself. You can also use that to cram it. Now, what does all this thing mean? Let's go again. The first one, I said is for what? Owners, right? Now, what it means, RWXR, it means what? The owner of this document can read. The owner of this document can write. The owner of this document can execute. Please, I'm using this one for example. Okay, I'm using this record. Please follow this cursor. This cursor I'm using. Cursor. You can see this cursor that is blinking, that is moving left and right. I'm taking it here. The owner of this document can read, can write, can read, write, can execute, can write. See the R. Sorry, what am I saying? R is for read, can read. W is for write, can write. X is for what? Is for execute. X is for what? Is for execute. So when they say RWX, you can read, write, and execute. Do you understand? You can read, write, and execute. That's for the owner. Currently, who is the owner? For now, I am the owner. Moving to the next one is what? X and R. That means a group can do what? What they can only do is what? They can only execute and what? And they can read. Can only execute and they can what? Read. The last one is for others. Others can only what? Execute. Now let's quickly do something. Let's create a file. Let's create a desktop. Let's create a file. What do we use to create a file? Make directory. No, I didn't tell you. You want to remove a directory. Instead of using rm-r, you can use remove directory. That's rmdir. So let's do this. Code 4, code 3. We are creating a directory. Everything. I've created the directory now. So the directory is code 3. I said make directory code 3. mkdir code 3. This code 3. Right? Now, ls-l. You will see what's associated with that code 3. ls-l. See what I share with this code 3. See, code stuff is a folder. Look at this D tells you that what is a what? Is a directory. That means a folder. Look at the different things we can do to it. Concern. Can someone tell me, you as a person, as an individual, can someone tell me your concern? Is it this first one, the second one, or the third one?
It's the first
Anybody?
one.
Yes, thank you. It's the first one. Now, you have RWXR. That's the first one. You can read, write, execute, read. Now, let's go inside this thing and let's go there and CD cohort. I want to create a file. Cohort 3. We're already inside, right? I want to create a file. Can someone help me? What's the stuff to create a file?
Touch.
Okay, touch. So we use touch. You can also use Vimo. Yeah, it's not just only touch. We touch. We create a file. Let's call it. Let's call it file. No, let's call it Bonnie. I like using my name. I don't want to use capital letter. Bonnie.txt. I've created a file, right? So now let's do that thing again. ls-la. Now see, Bonnie, what is it telling you? You as the owner. Remember what we said, OGO. The first is for owner. Can someone tell me what's the permission the owner has for this file, Bonnie.txt? The permission the owner has for this file.
To read and write.
To read.
Thank you. It's not just read. Somebody is saying read. It's read and write because there's W there.
Read and
what it
write.
means is that the owner of this file can read it. The owner of this file can write, that can edit the content. Do you understand? Let's open vim bonnie.txt. I'm taking my time to explain this concept because this concept is not ordinary. If you don't pay attention very, you don't understand it. The name of the tutor. Yay! Name of the tutor is Boniface. Bonnie. I'm done. I'm always having issues with this guy. I want to save it. Enter.
What to save?
Yeah. That I don't like using it most of the time.
WQ to save.
Come again, please.
Like dot WQ. I don't know what it's dot. I don't know what they pronounce WQ.
You don't know how to pronounce the letter.
Like I don't know how they pronounce. I don't know it's
I already did
or
that.
what dot.
Yeah. I already did that. But let's go back there. I know there's a way I normally do it and it will still save. I'm coming. I don't normally use column WQ. Sorry. I don't know why I like looking for trouble. Let me go back there. Vim. Okay, we are there. I'm coming. There's one thing you people are missing. When you encounter any problem like this, sometimes some of you just run straight to my DM, and come and ask the question. Some of you will not check the internet. Some of you will not do like a little bit of research or do one or two tweakings. Please, it's important to. That should be the spirit. Okay, I've pressed my stuff. Finish. Good. I press Ctrl Z. Let me go back there again. I want to add. Okay. Found a swap file .bonnie.txt. Press O. I want to read only. Okay, I can't write anything. Okay, let's continue.
Question, please.
I'm coming now. Hey, ask a question while I'm doing my own stuff.
Is which means of saving do we use, please? From the Vim.
Which what?
Vim.
Which what? Ask, I didn't get you.
I said from where you entered Vim, where you went to write the text for the bunny.txt. After writing your text, how would you save it?
I pressed enter, then I was trying to exit because I know that okay, I think it's nano. When you use enter, when you try to exit, it's going to give you a prompt that hello, do you want to save this file? So somebody said I should use :WQ. Let's use nano again. Let's use nano for it. Nano bunny.txt. Okay, yes, it's nano. So nano is even better. The name of the tutor is Bunny. So let's come here. It's Bunny. And he doesn't have a DP. So now let's say we want to go away. Can you see all the options are already written out here? All the options are written out here. So now let's use Ctrl X to get out. Save modified buffer. Yes, you want to save it. File name to write bunny.txt. You don't want to change the name. Good. Press your enter. Then you already saved it. Now let's say you want to check it out. You want to check what's inside. You know what to use now. Cat bunny.txt. Press enter. Have you seen? The name of the tutor is Bunny and he doesn't have a DP. Is that straightforward? So instead of using Vim, I prefer using Nano. It was Nano I wanted to use before, not Vim. That Vim is a very stubborn guy. So I was explaining a kind of confusing concept before. Now let's go back. Let's clear the screen first. Clear. Press ls-la. You see, Bunny. That way the user has what? Read and write. You get? You just read and write. That's also the stuff that he has. Now there are instances you'll be dealing with some files that you need to run them, you need to execute them. You don't need only read and write. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Now you need to change the mode, you need to change the permission. We need to change the permission, right? Please, are we getting it? I'm coming. Let's go back.
Yes, we are.
Let's go back. There's something I need to even tell you. Now look at this, please. Look at this. Before we go into that folder that we created, look at this. This. Let's break it down. This guy now, is the OGO that I talked about, owner group and what others. This guy here, see this first Kali is the owner. This second Kali is the group. It's the owner, is the group. This guy here, this 4096, you can see all of them, they have their different things. 4096 is the file size in bytes. Yes, it's the file size in bytes. You can always convert to kilobytes or what have you, anything you want to convert to. This thing here is the time that was used to create that was used to create the file, and this is what is the file name. Now let's go into this now you understand the difference. Now let's go into this our core 3. See the core 3. Press enter. ls-la. Now we have the same thing again. The same thing that I explained before. Same thing. Now this. But mind you, we only have read and write permission. Now there are instances whereby we want to change the mode. Now there are two ways of doing it. You can use number, you can use alphabet. Like I told you, there are cheat sheets. You don't need to really like cram anything. So now let's say I want to use number. Remember, it's only bunny.txt that is here. I can say chmod. Chmod is the text for it. That's change mode. Change. I don't know if that's the full name, but me, that's what I used to cram it. I've crammed it since time immemorial. It's always been in my head. Chmod. I can press +X. That means +X means I want to execute this file. You understand? I want to execute the file. So what do? Chmod +X, then I press bunny.txt. It didn't do anything because it's not an executable file. Now, if you want to know it in numbers, just know that R is 4, W is 2, then X is 1. Let me type it in your class group. Okay, so let's go to that LO. I'll just type something there. R is 4. The notation for it is 4. This is a trick to getting it to. W is 2. Then X is 1. Now, let's say you want to look at this kind of example. Let's say I bring a particular file now. Chmod 777. They would always tell you don't use Chmod 777, it's dangerous. But then if you are just using your computer and you shall want something to work, use Chmod 777. Now Chmod, I'll just use Chmod 777 to explain to you. Chmod 777, press enter. ls-le. Have you seen what it has done to Chmod 777? That's this. I don't know what it has done to this bundle.txt. What you do? It gave the owner. So I'm look at the baby. RWX. It gave the owner read, write, and executable ability. The group read, write, and executable ability. What's the third guy? Others read, write, and executable ability. I don't know if that's making any sense. So 7 basically does what? Is what? Premium stuff. That's 7 is basically premium. That's read, write, and what? Executes. Now let's even say we want to do something like we just want something to have most of the time. The reason why I use 777 is because most of the time if you are solving any challenge or you are facing any challenge, the best you just have to use is what? Just use Chmod 777. It helps to, it's going to give it anything you want to do with that file. If you want to run the file, if you want anything you want to do with that file, Chmod 777 is going to help you to do it. I don't know if that's making any sense at all. So if you want to think about it, that okay, what is 6 for? 6 is for what? 6 is for 4 plus 2 will give you 6. That's read and write. Read and write. If you just want let's try something. Let's try Chmod 644 bunny.txt. ls-le. Have you seen what was it? 644. See, this first 6 is representing O, 4 is representing G. This third 4 is representing the third one. So basically, you are giving it's just for file permission. So the 6, what? I'm sure you know. I told you now. I wrote it in your Telegram. Okay, I'm not sending that into the Telegram group. Let me send this. Good. Now, now let's go back there. I might lose touch of what I'm saying. Now, I heard Chmod. Chmod means change mode. Chmod 644. Chmod 644 now means you are giving the owner permission 6. And what is permission 6? There's always a book. If you want to cram it, there is, but I don't like cramming. Even in university, I don't like cramming. So, what is 6 representing? I already gave it to you in your Telegram. Check your Telegram. You will see.
Read and write.
R is 4. Yeah. W is 2. X is 1. So 6 that's read and write. Now I'm still reminding you again. You don't need to cram it. You don't need to cram it. So you can just do that to that. That's file permission. The 4 that is there is for what? 4 is for what? Is for read, and then others will only be able to read. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Please, if you have any question, just tell me. Anybody with any questions, especially with this thing I've explained now, because this thing sometimes, I think in quote one, even quote one and quote, when I explained it, they were not clear. They were just doing anyhow. If you have any questions, just let me know, please.
Please, does it mean that 644 is now read, write, then read again? I don't really get that 644.
See something, This 6 is for owner, 4 is for group, 4 is for group. Sorry, this third 4 is for others. Remember, I told you now. Let me type it again in your Telegram group. Under that hello, we have where do I call it? Owners hyphen group hyphen others. That's the pattern it follows. So now when you come to your carry and you just press ls hyphen la, sorry, you come to your carry, you press ls hyphen la. You will see it will tell you the file permissions associated with the file. Let's go back. ls-la. Now you can see different files here. Look at this. Let your attention go to this setup.py. Setup.py is a what? Is a Python file. What can you do to that Python file? You can only read and write it. There are some instances you want to execute this file. What I mean by execute is you want to run the file. You get it? If you want to run that file, you cannot, with this permission that is given to you, this read and write, you can't do anything. What I mean by execute a file means, take for example, you want to play game now. Play game, you can't read. Read is not to read means you want to view the content. Write means you want to modify. Execute means you want to play the game. Go. So now, with the way this file is, with the way the permissions are set for this file, you cannot do anything with the file. You can't do anything. Imagine, look at the volatility.py. It's just having read write. We cannot execute it. We can't run it if it's even a program. We cannot run it. Do you get? So what do? You can just use chmod. Let's say, like I told you now, for the most part of it, you guys are going to be using 777. Now 777 is like the pata of them all. It's going to give you read write execute for the 3 of them. Or let's do chmod 700 setup.py. I didn't spell it well. I did not go to school. Setup.py. Let's now check it again. Have you seen what we have? It has given just what? The owner, read, write, and execute. Then for group, nothing, because I put 0 there. For others, nothing. Let me now ask a question to be very sure we will understand. Look at this program here. Audio.wav is a music file. Audio.wav is a music file. I want to change the permission of this music file. You can see for owner, we have read write. For audio, for group, we have just read. For others, we have just read. I want to change the permission in such a way that owner, we read write and execute. Please take note of it too. Audio.wav. I'm going to ask anybody. Owner, we be able to read write execute. Group, we'll be able to execute. Others, we'll be able to execute. What's the command I'm going to use?
Sir, please, can you come again? Can you come again?
Okay, let me come again. They fly. It's actually 711, but let me come again. Audio.wav. Audio.wav now. The first person as the owner. The permission I want to give the first person is read, write, execute. Read, write, execute. Read, write, execute. The second person, that's the group. Mind you, I told you now, you don't really have business with group and others. You have business with just owners. But just for the sake of knowledge now, so that you will get the knowledge, you have the knowledge. Group, you just want group to be able to execute the file. Others, you want others to be able, what is the command you're going to use?
Can I try?
Yes,
you say the
711.
711.
711 the audio.wav
Yes. Now there are some files that are there are tools. There are tools that are CLI based tools. We're already done with file permission. We're already done with file permission. I don't know. I think the explanation this time around was solid. So you should understand. If you don't understand, you can meet your colleagues. So your colleagues will explain it to you properly. So there are some tools they call CLI based tools. What I mean by CLI based tool? Can someone give me one example? The CLI based tool that you can use. Give me one from the one that we've used before.
Nmap. Nmap, sir.
Thank you. Nmap is a perfect example of CLI based tool. If you look at, let's clear this screen now. I'll see clear the screen. Now, if you just press Nmap, like this, you already have Nmap. You can use Nmap. So there are a lot of tools that are CLI based. CLI based means if you know how to use your CLI, you already know how to use the tool. Do you understand? You know how to use your CLI, you already know how to use the tool. And a lot of tools in cybersecurity are CLI based tools. A whole lot of tools are CLI based tools. I don't know if I'm making any sense. The way you have some tools as GUI based tools, that's the same way you have some tools as CLI. And we've already used Nmap before. Take for example now, I want to just scan a single IP. Let's do something like, let's scan for Google. No. I'm always very careful when I want to do these things. Let's check Google's distance. Trace routes. Oh, this guy. Let's use this guy. Cannot handle hosts. Kiloso. Let's use Google, I beg. Trace routes. Google.com. Now we already have the IP address. The reason why I wanted to get the IP address 142. I'm sure we know what trace route is. Trace route means when we send a packet to it, where is it going to pass before coming back to us? Yep. 142, 250, 184.14. So let's see the services that are running. Let's see the services that are running in for Google. So we want to use a tool, a CLI based tool, Nmap. Let's say we want to run a stealth scan. Stealth scan means silence. It's not going to say anything. T4. Can someone tell me the name of T4? What's T4 doing? T4. Anybody? T4. Nobody. They're already checking the internet.
Time. Speed up the process.
Anybody? Yes, speed up the process, or like level of aggressiveness, correct? You know, remember I told you, what's my favorite? Can someone tell me the favorite I like using for my Nmap scans?
T5.
Anybody?
T5.
T5K. Let me even see the person that said T5. I just hope he has not muted his mic. Team man, Elijah, I caught you.
T6.
Who is
T6?
Una the come class at all.
T3.
T3, sir.
T3.
T3, Jerry.
T3, yes.
T3. I'm about saying T6. No, T100. That time I said it that we use from T1 to T5. And I said T5 is very, very aggressive. That very day when we were doing that class, we used T5 and the thing did not allow us. The reason why is because, there are some networks that they set firewalls. So imagine you are sending a very aggressive ping. They know that that's not a human being. Normal human being, when you want to log into a website, you press, you use Google. You say, be that now. You use Google. You say, let me search for something that we can browse. What is the color of a goat? Google, right? That's a human being sending a request to Google server, right? Google will not answer you. Imagine somebody that is not asking What's the color of a goat? What's the color of a goat? What's the color of a goat? Like you're asking repeatedly, like a machine, like a robot. It does not make any sense. Google can flag that IP address and they will not allow that IP address again. I'm not saying Google per se, but there are some websites that they do something like that. The moment you send ping or you send ping requests like that repeatedly, that's why sometimes we kick against T5, but sometimes we use T5 just for the speed. You want to get your this in this episode. You can quickly do it. You get your results, you get out. Just like you quickly go in, you go and steal, you come outside. But when they catch you, the moment they flag that IP address, forget you're not going with that IP address again unless you clone it or use another IP address. You get. That's why I told you that I like using T. I just like staying in that middle. T1 is slow. You can use T to remember T as time. You get. Now, I've done T-SS, that's for stealth scan. T for aggressiveness. Then I want to do service detection. Also, I want to scan all the. Should I scan those specific ports? No, let's go with -A. -A. What's the IP address that we got? Which IP address is this one said? For Google. Is it Google that wanted to do? Yeah, no. 142. Is it Google I said we wanted to do? 250. 184. Point 14. Run it. Now, as this one is running, I will open another popular listing for you. Another popular CLI tool. That is very, very important. You must know it's a must. You must know how to use it. It's a must. Look at my screen. I'm going to press MSF console. Under that day that we're treating cybersecurity tools. I talked about MSF console. It's called what? Metasploit. Very, very mad tool like this. It's going to take time to load because it's very, very crazy. That one is a different ball game. Like you need to know how to use it. There are some tools that first thing is know how to use the CLI. That's not how to get familiar with CLI. After I get familiar with CLI, then second, locate some tools that will be your friend. Locate some tools that you'll be using. There was one assignment I wanted to give us for month 1. Like there's month 1, there's month 2, there's month 3. For use your code 3, use your program. We're already in the second month. That's why I felt very disappointed when they sent that feedback listing and some persons said for month 1 they have not learned anything. You get? They said, take a look at the screen. It's already starting it. Can you see what is written here? Starting the Metasploit framework console. So when they ask the question, some persons said they've not learned anything after first month. It means week 1, you did not learn anything. Week 2, 3, 4, you don't learn anything. So I just felt bad. It's kind of like spoiling lawyers' work. So what I'm trying to say is, first of all, you know how to use your CLI. Second of all, you know how to use your tools. And I told you most tools are what CLI-based tools. And I said that for month 1, we're actually meant to work on a project. Other cohorts, what did they do? They didn't work on any project. The only time they worked on a project was when they were done with their program. That's they've already mastered that cybersecurity, so at least to a good level. They've already mastered it. That's when but that's not what I want for you guys. I want month 1, you work on a simple tool. Month 2, you work on a simple tool. And you create your own tool yourself. Then month 3, you now create a very mad tool. For month 1, I'll still give it to you guys what you're going to work on, so that you know that there are some activities you want to carry out. You're not going to be working like a script kiddie. A script kiddie, you already know now from that Cisco program that you did. Script kiddie is someone that will going to be using other people's tool, like me. It's not good. I'm using people's tool. Metasploit was created by somebody. Let's check if they wrote the name of the person there. This is the tool that already loaded. They wrote the Metasploit version 6.3.4. Who developed it? They didn't write it, but there's some this thing they might tell us who developed them. Yeah. So this map is taking time. I should have specified the ports. Just tell them I want port 80, port 443, and that's all. They will give us some time. This is taking time. So my point is, there are some activities you want to carry out. You don't need to go and be using people's tool. Use the tool you designed yourself. It's going to work, and it's going to work better than what another person designed. I don't know if we are clear. Good. Let's close this Metasploit. Let's close this Metasploit. Or should I even tell you guys how to use it? Okay, say you want to search for vulnerability. Now just press search, SEAR, search. Okay, this mmap is taking time. Now let's say you've run the mmap. I'm sure you guys did an assignment on mmap. You run the mmap. You've seen the different services that are running. I can come here, search. Let's search for, let's say it's using Apache. Apache. In Apache is a server now. This is Apache. We want to check for vulnerabilities that are related with Apache. Can you see plenty vulnerabilities? Actually, I need to close this guy. Okay, now. I need to make this screen bigger. So I need to close this guy. Let me close this guy, please. Collapse of terminal. Let's run again. Apache. Gosh. Can you see? It listed 118 exploits. That means if you run mmap for a particular service, you now notice that service is using Apache. Another thing you need to check is what's the version of the Apache server it is using. If you can find the vulnerability here, you can run the exploit here and you can enter that PC. I don't know if I'm making any sense. You see that you're already entering inside the domain cybersecurity, whereby you are going to be entering inside things and be damaging things. Yes. You get? I want us to do something really sweet. Let's go to any browser that we like. We're going to go to any browser. We're going to run the mmap. We're going to just choose specific ports that we're going to scan. Just go to any browser and I'm coming. Let's use this account here. I just check for any listing. Let's check. Someone just give me any website that we can run mmap scan on. Please don't do this. So what we are doing is for educational purpose.
Nairaland.
Yeah, no, Nairaland. Let's check out Nairaland. Nairaland. So this is Nairaland. So let's come back. Let's come back to our mmap. Let's close this guy. What's this? This is our. Let's open another terminal. So now I want to run let's see. Let's get the IP. Somebody was asking me a question based on IP address. I told the person that someone asking me that is it all the time that we're going to be using URL. I told the person that I prefer using IP. I don't like using all these www dots. So I would rather get the stuff for. So let's come and copy my head is blocking. Let's copy the URL for Nairaland. I've copied it. Ctrl C, copy nairaland.com. I'm coming here. I'm going to paste it here. Have you seen Nairaland treasure? I'm going to get the IP address. Cannot handle hosts. Name, service not known. What's the meaning of that one? Let's start it again. Answer us. Nairaland.com. You know handle it, okay? So we have this is the IP address 104.20.248.2 now. Oh yeah, Control C this guy. So now let's run mmap. Mmap. First thing, set the aggressiveness T3 104. We are not done. We'll still put some other services there for 20.248. 12.29, right? Go back. We need to add some stuff there. So we want to do what stealth scan. That's it's going to be stealth means like hidden. It's not going to be too obvious. That's TCP scene scan. We put our silent guy, hyphen and big S. What else we want to do? We want to do service detection. We put service detection. No, it should be big V. I'm sure you know that V is for verbosity. Small V is for verbosity. Anywhere, any tool you are using in this life. That's why you come small V, just know that one. Verbosity means anything that it's doing is going to tell you. If it's deleted, it's going to tell you. If it's whatever it's doing, it's going to tell you. So let's do, it's going to skip. Let it skip. Skip host discovery. It's going to do that. And now I want to ping a particular IP. Did I do all the ports? No, I want it to give me. Okay, let's go like this. Oh shit! You see what I told you guys that I like using sudo. I don't even like all these things. I don't really like all those things. You see, it didn't work. Say you requested type which requires root privilege here. So we typed again. I'm sure if you want to repeat the previous command, I'm sure she told you use arrow. That arrow sign. Up arrow. Yeah, sorry everybody, let's go and take attendance. So I forgot him. Let's go and take attendance, please. Coming, what's the name of your CareerEx? Okay. Login. Where's that thing again? Great. Student. Attendance. Then I'm going to open it now. Open. So you can go and mark it. While you are marking it, there's no time to sleep. Let's watch on. Okay, Christiana. Yes. So now I want to ask a question. Anybody? We want to map. That's network mapping for Nairaland. Right? Can someone tell me? Just use normal common sense. Tell me what are the ports? No, don't even tell me the port number. What are the services before we even run anything? What are the services? What did I type? 142.250. No, this is wrong now. 142.250. What am I typing? It's not meant to be. We'll type this in again. Now, can someone tell me the services Nairaland is running? What I say, just the services Nairaland is running. Just using normal common sense. Just normal stuff now, without MR people joining for us. Can you hear me?
News updates.
Yes. What? Okay. You didn't understand my question. When I mean services, I mean, if we want to run normal services that we have FTP, we have HTTP, we have HTTPS, we have SMTP. FTP is file transfer, HTTP web, PS, HTTPS, secure web, SMTP for those guys that are using mail, simple mail transfer protocol, POP and the likes of that. There are a lot of protocols. So can you tell me, without even us using this thing, can you tell me those ones that we can use for? I don't know.
It's HTTPS.
Okay, HTTPS. Yeah, correct. Yeah. So we know that Nairaland is running file transfer, Okay. But the very obvious one is HTTPS. Why? Because we know that they have a website. So definitely HTTPS is running. What's the evidence? This is the evidence. You come here now. See it now. Can you see? I'm sure I've already explained to you guys what this stuff was going to do. So you can see information about this Naira land. Connection is secured. What does that want to tell you? It's doing what? It's using HTTPS. The SSL certificate is what? Is valid. Connection is what? Is secure. You get? So if you are putting any information there, when it is sent to this site and it is encrypted. It's not in plain text. You get me? So you can go back. These are the whatever information you have on that site. What I'm trying to tell you is that this site with for sure, you can see the protocol here. You can see the protocol here. So let's go back. Let's go back to that thing I wanted to do Nmap on. So now our Nmap, this, remember our T3 hyphen SV PN. Now I want to scan. Let's just choose some ports that I want to scan. Ports. Let's choose guy for SSH. That one is for 22 is for SSH, if I'm not mistaken. Then let's check out 21 also. 21. Let's check out 18. Then let's check out 443. 443 for HTTPS. Then let's put our IP address there. 104.20.248.29. Press enter. So let's check it out. So when it gives our results, oh shit. Fail to resolve. Oh, I'm coming. Let's remove some flags. I'm going to remove all these guys. Let me just put my T3. Yeah. What? Okay. Let's do this now. Take away all these IP addresses, all these port numbers. Let's just put first 1000 ports. It's going to scan that for us. So let's see. So now, from the information we get here, we'll just quickly move to Metasploit to see if we can use it to do some. We're not doing anything anyway. We're not doing anything. So starting Nmap. My own is I just want this thing to be fast. Guys, I don't want to wait for anything. While this thing is loading up, please, if you have any questions, ask. If you have any question, ask.
Okay, so
yeah. So yeah, my question is the keyword that you typed in before the Naira land. Is something you typed in? I can't see
it. I typed in here. Let me see. Yeah.
No, not here. On the
no, it's not here.
on the command on the terminal. On the terminal.
Okay, it's trace route. It's trace route. Trace.
All
like
right.
I want to know the route. Yes.
Okay.
I want to know the IP address. I like dealing with IP addresses, not URL. Yeah. Trace route.
Okay. Thank you.
Now everyone look at this thing now. I used Nmap-T3, but it's not telling me, it's not giving me information about this HTTPS. This is not what I want. Let's go back. I'm going to press something. Sorry if I'm wasting your time. Huh?
Can we try port 8080?
No. The truth of the matter is the port that I'm interested in is this 443. That's the port I'm interested in. But just that I need more information about something. Let me put hyphen A. I need more information. Then hyphen SV. Let's go. Read this. Okay. The SV is for service detection or service version. So then it gives us the version of the service that is running. Then we will now search that stuff on Metasploit. That's our Metasploit. Do you have any vulnerability associated with this particular service that is running on this site? That's where the whole stuff starts from. We've not entered penetration testing properly. Penetration testing, the first stage is on recon. You need to gather information, know what you are dealing with, what you are messing around with. Then what? You now know how to fire down to attack it. Why this one? Let me even see those in class. There are some guys I saw they started this class before or another year, which is normal, is expected. I think.
I have question, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
If you have any question, you can ask. While wait for that stuff that is loading down there.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Go ahead, we can hear you.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, wait, I think he's having
Sorry, he's having a network issue.
Unfortunate something.
He's not having network issue. I think he can actually hear. Maybe it's quite.
Or maybe you said so annoying.
Speak is hearing you speak.
Everyone say, can you hear him?
Just calm down and calm down. You talk.
We can't hear you, sir.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
He has been disconnected.
Show it to the next question, sir, please.
Yeah, we can see the record.
Wait, I'm coming. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon,
Yeah,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't even know what happened. I don't know what happened before. I just observed that you guys were talking, but I'm coming. This is this guy, knowledge based, saying, I hope you are recording. Let me will listen to what this one says. I'm coming, please. Please, you see, like this guy, I just message this Mohammed Abib. I just sent a message. Please, class reps, this message goes to your. When you spot somebody like this that is asking a question like this, it means the person is not properly guided. Please, you can step in. You can either DM the person, tell the person to join your group, tell the person to join your class, so that you put the person through. is very important. So
I can't hear you, sir.
Another here.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
So please, like I'm addressing the class rates. If you see someone like that Muhammad Habib is asking something, please somebody should just go to the class rate, add him to your class, then attend to his issues. That's probably maybe before I see it or something. Me as I am, I can't start answering a question on how do I submit assignment. I'm not sure I can do that. It's something that they've talked about over and over and over. And the next person that said that's knowledge based up, you said, I hope you are recording. I don't know, you just type a message as if see I don't want to pay somebody. Let me delete this thing you said first, man. Even I think delete. You need to know how we talk now. Even me says if anyone should enter my DM, I try as much as possible to be respectful as possible. I don't know who you are. I may be older than you, you may be older than me. I'll just try to. Maybe I was talking to somebody today. The person was calling me sir. I told the person that please don't copy sir. Or let me, I'll call you sir also. Our MAP has already given us results. Yeah, see the report. Please confirm if you can hear me. Let me be sure because we are back to business.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Now see the results from this MAP. Definitely it's running 443. Let's go to where 443 is because that's where we have business. For this HTTP, no, we don't have business with HTTP. Style doesn't have a title. 443, yes, our guy. Cloudflare, the plain HTTP request was sent to HTTPS port. Okay. OS scan may be unreliable because we could not find at least one open and one closed port. Okay. It's running on Action Tech Embedded Linux 2.4.x. Linux okay. I running on 2.4.x. Please, this X means like 2.4 series. That's the meaning of this X. Linux 2.4 series. So it could be 2.1.2 up to whatever. So let's continue. You have this. Can you see? See what I said? 2.4.37. So 2.4 series. Anywhere from that. Network distance 2 ops. 2 ops means you get to one distance, reroute to another one, then before it gets to the server. So now let's go back to our Kini. Let's go back to our MSF console.
So I want a question.
Ask a question.
What do you mean by 1 to 1000?
It's port now, like the port number. You get?
Okay, or the port number between 1 to 1000.
Yes. As you ask me a question, let me ask you another question too. Don't browse. Just tell me if you know it or you don't know it. Now, how many ports do we have in total? How many port numbers do we have in total? Just give me a guess.
I don't know. I don't know how many we have.
We have over 65,000. You get? So imagine, I think precisely it should be 65,536 or 535, either of them. But just what I put in my head is 65,000 over 65,000. So now imagine you are browsing, you are doing your MAP. You do not specify the ports that you want. Then, although by the sometimes the team just normally scan for the first 1,000. Sometimes that's what it does. Sometimes if you put it that you scan upward, that's -p-. If you put it that you scan upward, it's going to scan 1 to 65,536. I'm sure you don't have that time. And if you have that time, all the best, it's fine. You can chill. Do you get it? But if you now specify that, okay, scan 1 to 1000, it's just going to limit the scan to from 1 to 1000. I don't know if we are making sense. Are you clear? Yes, she's not saying anything, means she's clear. Yeah, she's saying something. It still means she's clear. So search I'm already in my Metasploit though. Metasploit is a search Linux 2.4.37. Let's see if there's any vulnerability associated with this guy. Wow. Okay. We don't have that 2.4.37, but we have a vulnerability associated with Linux. But this is not good enough. Let's check another one. Search action text. No results found. Wow. It's not fresh. Search. Just Linux. The lot should pop out. Plenty. But I'm sure if you just type on Linux, you're just joking. You're not ready. You need to search something that is particular to what is being used. Maybe Linux. Let's search Linux 2.4. 2.4. Good. We have a lot of them now under 2.4. So we are not going to perform any actual hack here. I'm just trying to let you see how we are flowing with this thing. You get. Moreover, even if you want to just do for a web, just want to run attack for a web, it's not Nmap you use. Nmap is just a way to use and gather information. So I'm going to close down everything I'm doing now. Like I always tell you, whatever I'm teaching you here is a tip of the iceberg. You are meant to go and do more research on your own. You get. When I give you assignments, somebody was saying something in that feedback. I just keep talking about the feedback because it got to me. Yeah, I know that a larger percentage of you said positive things, but for me, I'm this kind of person that even if there are 1,000 positive things or 999 positive things, you see that one negative thing, I want to look at it and what is this person saying or what is there that this person saying. The person says something about the tutor does not respond. He just
Good
leaves
evening,
us to
sir.
our
Sorry, I
peers.
can't hear you. I don't know if others are hearing you, sir.
Can
I'm
you
logged
hear
off
me? Or
and
it's just
come
the only
back
one?
again. It's still the same thing.
I can hear you. Let him log it on.
I hear him.
Okay. So it's from your end, bro. So what I was trying to say is that the person complained that okay, it's just our peers that normally answer us, and I'm sure that's already like a stuff we established between us that your peers would assist you. When they can't provide you an answer, the course rep would get back to us. And I told you that I pinned. Let me even show you. I pinned the course rep stuff. I pinned the where is it? You can see this my chart. This C3, this is what C3. One of them is for course rep. You see, I pinned it. It's always here. It doesn't go away from here. So what I'm trying to tell you is that whenever I come online, this is what I see first. Now I'm still trying to explain something to you guys. These are the messages. I normally have messages, just I normally delete. I normally delete them. That's if I've answered. So if you notice, if you've messaged me before and you don't see chat again, it means I've deleted it. It means maybe I've answered you completely. But those ones that maybe I just forgot to delete, you can see how it still keeps going. Now, upon reaching here, I've deleted a whole lot of chat. That's what I'm trying to tell you, that we put all these things in place so that what you guys will be able to get timely response. You get. Another one said something about the assignment that okay, after teaching, maybe the assignment I don't know how the person just put it, but he just put it anyhow. I told you already that I'm not here to spoon feed you. Yeah, I'm going to take you through it step by step. Yeah, but the assignment I will give you will be something that is going to trigger you. Do you understand? There's no just in quote one, the very first assignment we gave them something about go and write on. You see people copy from ChatGPT. They will put it in the. There was this thing this person did. He went to copy from a website. He copied it to the point that he did not even remove the name of the author. You know when you copy from a website now, even adverts, he did not remove it. He just copied everything and just put. So for me, all those things are not really way of assessing people. That's why I moved away from all that. I intentionally like giving you an assignment that's going to drill you and what have you. I don't want this to extend past 6 o'clock. Yeah, please. The reason why it's taking longer time is because there won't be class tomorrow because of the Easter celebration. That's why it's taking longer time. So I'll just use this time to so wait, chill. I want to exit. See what I'll press. Exit. Exit. I'm coming. I'm almost done. Exit. So for this guy, I want to do the same thing. Exit. It will take you from MSF console. Exit again. It will take you away from here. Voila. Now we are good. Stop recording.